welcome back once again to the Scotch and Songs podcast. Just be a few minutes while we wait on Cole. Um, should be a fun one tonight. Doing brass against. Just getting a couple of things set up here. In case you're not aware, I usually also have the stream running on my phone down here. That way I can see if there's anything going on that shouldn't be. As per usual, may end up getting tagged by copyright. Just part of the game, unfortunately. Primarily because we play entire songs. As always, the QR code right over here next to me will allow you to donate to the show if you feel so inclined. Obviously, not required. Just putting that up there in case someone does want to. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and do all the YouTube things like, comment, subscribe. Show us that you appreciate what we do. Also, in the description after this goes live, so probably won't be until tomorrow, the day after recording, there will be a link in the description to an Amazon wish list so that you may, again, if you feel so inclined, help me build my supercomputer. That's all of the parts that I still need. A couple of extra things on there just to make my life easier. I would appreciate the help. It would certainly make getting the supercomputer up and going so that we can, one, make Scotch and Songs just a little bit better, go back to showing videos, and two, I'd be able to do different kinds of streams, and getting the supercomputer up will make that possible. The poor computer I've got now simply cannot handle all that. It's an old machine at this point. While we wait for Cole, I'll go ahead and jump into at least part of the episode here. So, as you more than likely saw from the title, we're doing a brass against tonight, which is one that I'm fond of. They take popular songs and do them with a brass band. A lot of these do have guitar in them, but the guitar is not the focal point. The majority of the song is done up with brass instruments, tubas. I do believe there's a saxophone, trombones, things like that. I'm sure I don't need to explain to everybody what brass instruments are, but sometimes that is the case. Leave it to the bases to be late. And from the looks of it, he is not even online yet. That is fun. So, Brass Against was formed in late 2016, early 2017. So, relatively new. Um, there's a couple of songs, and Cole's going to complain about the couple of songs that I'm not able to put on here, that Pandora simply did not have. There's an entire album that they don't have. One of the songs that Brass Against does that I like, and one that I'm sure Cole is fond of as well, being 46 and 2, is on the album that Pandora does not have. Um, which is unfortunate, but deal with the cards that were dealt. Um, see, I know he's going to appreciate the first song, and I don't want to jump right into it, but I might have to. Before I do, try and buy just a little bit more time. If you do happen to be watching, hey, there he is. If
Yep,
you
sorry. Math homework.
ah, it isn't parenthood fun.
It is. But I've got no idea how to factor, you know, large polynomial equations. So,
I I don't even understand what that is. So
like, I found all the information that was necessary, but I found it in the wrong order.
oh, that's fun.
How to build the equation, how to solve this type of problem when you've got all the information you need to write the equation.
Math was not my subject in high school.
But but what I've got is, here's an equation. So listen. Um, I could just go grab the problem from the kid. That would make this a whole lot easier. But uh, effectively, the volume of box is x cubed minus 3x squared plus 3x minus 1. Um, how do you find the length of a side of the box if it's a cube? Uh, and my answer is tape measure.
That was exactly what I was about to say.
Um,
Go to the garage, get Dad's tape measure. It goes on one end. You straighten it out, and make sure you put the tape measure back exactly where you found it.
uh, you know, we tried working through it, and so what the kid has written, I'm also assuming is not the correct answer. He also did not write tape measure because I specifically said don't write that. That's the sort of flippant answer that would get me demerited for some reason, right?
Well, it's not wrong.
It's not a wrong answer. Um, but so he has, because we reasoned out that if volume is length times width times height, and the container in question is a cube, that L cubed, length cubed, any of those terms actually, uh, is the volume, yeah? And we're being asked to find the volume, so therefore length cubed equals x cubed plus, minus 3x squared plus 3x minus 1, right? And so he just wrote L equals that whole thing in a cubed root. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, but that's not the right answer. You are correct. But
So, I hadn't gotten into this. I was waiting for you to get in. For the second or third time on the Scotch and Songs podcast, and that whole math problem made me think about this. I've got Glenfiddich.
wow, it's unfortunate that I don't.
One of us is actually drinking scotch on the Scotch and Songs podcast.
Yes, I'm on the wrong side of the channel between the islands there.
Yeah, that's okay. This is the other solution to that math problem, by the way.
What, Scotch?
Yep. Oh, that is good. So, you ready?
Yes.
I
I am excited.
So am I. Yeah, this night's going to be pretty epic.
You're damn right.
Which, before I get this started, this is probably the perfect song to start a night.
I might
Because
agree with you.
it is so high energy. And it's another one that they've done a great job on.
They do a lot of high energy songs.
Most of them, really.
Most of them. I haven't seen the whole list. I'm hoping we get into. I might have to make suggestions as we fly along if I don't see some of the, notable performances that I expect. Epic is definite.
There is one that you're going to suggest, and you missed that part when I was saying this. They have an entire album that I cannot get on Pandora. It's not there.
Oh.
So 46 and 2, which is one that I would have put up at the top because it's a great song, is not on here.
Yeah, no, I think they do a really good job of choosing vocalists, and the vocalist that they get to do, I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. But on Lateralis and Wood and a couple others.
Lateralis is not on here. We've got 15 songs on the list tonight.
Oh shit! You know what? I won't have to. Oh wow! You put that on there. Nice. Good call. Fourth from the bottom. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna talk about that one when we get to it.
Okay.
Because yeah, we'll talk about it. But for now, we're starting with Faith No More.
So magic, it's tragic, it's a loss, it's a win. It's dark, it's moist, it's a bitter pain. It's sad, it happened, and it's a shame. You want it all, but you can't have it. It's in your face, but you can't have it. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Even the original is a very high energy song. I think the brass instruments make it just that little bit more.
It's fun how well that translates to brass.
Yes. And they picked probably the perfect vocalist for that one too.
Yeah, no. So,
Sophia
does most of their vocal accompaniments, right? It's worth noting that all of the videos will always say brass against featuring whoever the individual vocalist is. Samuel Hope is the one that I was trying to think of earlier.
Well, they've got a list of like 10 or so vocalists that they'll use. And they tend to choose the right vocalist for the right song.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
It's pretty rare. I think only like one song have I heard that I was like, they should have gone with this other one.
Yes. Well, Icky Thump for me is one of those songs.
I don't remember who did the vocals on Ecky Thump.
I would have to look it up. I know it's not Sophia, which I think may have been the better choice. I will also admit I'm a little partial to Sophia because of some of the songs that she has done.
I might be inclined to agree there. Uh, I also think just her voice fits in general better, or at least uh, lends incredibly well to what they're doing, how they're doing.
Um, it says a
It's
lot about a vocalist if that is the case, because a lot of it is the vocalist knowing how to use their voice for that particular
also
song.
true.
There's also a point where a vocalist needs to be able to say, I can't do this one. That there are songs that I simply cannot sing because my voice doesn't lend well to that particular song.
Yeah, that's also a reasonable uh, conclusion to draw of reasonable, you know, knowing and expectation of your limitations.
Well, I mean, he's not with us anymore, but Peter Steele could not sing Barbie Girl.
You got a point.
Not that he wouldn't try, not that it wouldn't be hilarious if he did,
But
but the song doesn't fit the vocalist.
right.
For those of you who don't remember, Peter Steele would be the vocalist from Typo Negative. If you're not sure who I'm talking about, go back a couple episodes because we did an episode on Typo Negative.
Lots of good examples of Peter Steele's vocals and, some surprising covers on there. And then try to picture the context of Barbie Girl with, yeah.
Actually, it would have been kind
Which
of
is,
funny. It would have been hilarious if we saw where Typo had covered Barbie Girl. At the same point in time, also going back to a previous episode, although for this one, really don't have to. Rob Zombie probably could not get away with Adele.
you might be surprised about that.
I'm sure I would. Peter Steele and
Um,
Rob Zombie both being amazing vocalists, but voice doesn't always fit the song. Style doesn't always fit the song, although I'm sure Rob Zombie could twist pretty much any Adele song and make it.
that's
You know,
I think that's the truer statement about Rob Zombie covering anybody's song. He'll just do what he wants with it.
I'm sure 15 years ago, people would have said, yeah, no, Disturbed can't cover Simon and Garfunkel.
But they did.
And even Simon and Garfunkel said, no, good job. So I'll admit I can be wrong. And there are amazing vocalists who can do what you wouldn't think possible. What is his name? Disturbed.
David Raymond.
Yes, tip of my tongue, couldn't get it out. Being an example of that, because he did Simon and
Oh yeah,
Garfunkel,
no, he's
or
amazing vocalist.
yes, or Chester being able to cover Adele, or any list of covers that people
That's
wouldn't
good.
expect.
Going from Linkin Park to NXS and not leaving either one, just taking over vocal duties for NXS of all bands. Right? Totally unexpected. And yet somehow was
Well, I mean, look at the drummer for Nirvana. He ended up forming his own band. No, I want to sing now. And again, amazing vocalist.
and arguably a better guitarist than Kurt.
Oh, I was reading something last night. That kind of goes along with that. Cobain was not a technical guitarist. He was not one of the greatest guitarists of all times. However, you don't have to be the greatest of all time. If you're writing good songs that speak to people, that's all that matters. You don't have to be the greatest vocalist of all time. I mean, look at Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
And yes, I tend to use the Bob Dylan argument quite often because it's kind of the best example. The man wrote tons.
So many songs.
Yes, tons of songs that other people made more famous than Bob Dylan did. Back to the topic at hand. I like Icky Thump. I like the White Stripes. I like Jack White. I don't think this is one of their better covers. Because I feel they may have chosen the wrong vocalist. If you happen to be watching, then after the song, chime in the comments. Tell us what you think. Am I wrong here? Because I could be.
Meanwhile, who the vocalist here is, because I don't remember.
I will look it up during the song. So that would be Liza Colby.
Okay. Honestly, if I have heard their Eki Thump before, I didn't remember it, which is uh disappointing because I also enjoy Jack White and like Eki Thump in particular. I didn't think her vocals were that off. I, yeah, honestly, I have no objection there. I
Okay,
mean,
that one's not on
no,
here either.
I don't think Sophia would have been the right choice.
I'm gonna agree. I don't think Sophia would have been the right choice either. They've also got a, again, hellacious list of vocalists.
Right. So
I she had a whine in her voice that I just didn't care for. There is another one
have
that she does.
have you heard Jack White on Eki Thump?
It, but it's more expected out of him. That's kind of every song. It's just how he sings. That one seemed a little forced. Like she was trying
Hmm.
too hard to be Jack White. That there is
Well, I can't
another.
say I blame her.
Oh, no, that one's not her. I'm trying to find other ones that she's done if they're on the list. There's a couple that I wish I could put on here, but Pandora doesn't have them. For instance, Danzig.
Hmm. Okay. That
There's a
was,
Royal
I'm
Blood
assuming
song.
Mother.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That would be Figure It Out,
that's what I expected.
and she does the vocals.
Oh, I bet it sounds fat on horns. Wow.
And I can't get it on here because Pandora doesn't have it. She's done at least the three: Icky Thump, Figure It Out, and Mother. Oh, and Ace of Spades. That one is on here.
Oh, all right. I'm assuming you're finding that. Give me a minute.
Yes.
I gotta. Somebody. Oof.
So, Ace of Spades would be Motorhead.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna do that one next. If nothing else, to compare her vocals and try to get a, in my opinion, better showing, or to see if that's just how she sings.
Well, I guess go to the video and say, oh, right there, exactly. Good night. Goodbye.
All right.
All right.
So
Sorry.
we're gonna follow up Icky Thump with Ace of Spades. Same vocalist.
Okay.
If you like to gamble, I tell you I'm your man. You win some, lose some, it's all the same to me. My pleasure is to play, makes no difference what you say. I don't share your greed. The only card I need is the ace of spades. The ace of spades. Playing for the high one, dancing with the devil, going with the flow. It's all a game to me. 7 or 11, snake eyes watching you. Double up or quit, double stakes or split. The ace of spades, the ace of spades. You know I'm born to lose, and gambling's for fools. But that's the way I like it, baby. I don't wanna live forever. And don't forget the joker. Pushing up the ante, I know you got to see me. Read 'em and weep, the dead man's hand again. I see it in your eyes, take one look and die. The only thing you see, you know it's gonna be the ace of spades, the ace of spades.
No, I think it's just Icky Thump.
Okay.
I actually enjoyed that, and I'm not a big Motorhead fan. No, I enjoyed that. I think she did good on
What
that
do you
one.
mean you're not a big Motorhead fan?
It's not that I don't like Motorhead. I just I'm sorry. If somebody drinks Jack Daniels like water, I get upset because that's my Jack Daniels.
Oh.
Lemmy was kind of known for that. He lived 100 miles an hour with everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 100% Lemmy. That's-
So yeah, I think it was just Icky Thump. I didn't care for her voice on that one,
okay.
and it could just be
Well,
me.
and like I said, I didn't have any particular objection there. So,
So
but I think it does, prove the point that Brass Against Taylor's the vocalist they choose for regular performing.
Yeah.
So
who does the next one?
the next one is Samuel Hurt.
I meant the original artist, but
Oh, right. Well, we're talking about vocalists here. As much as we should be talking about the brass band Brass Against. It's just the vocalist, so what rotates here, and so it's like the original artist is Filter.
do you know what this one's about?
I feel like I did at one point, but then for some reason it just didn't stick because it wasn't information that I thought I would need to know, which is a wild statement for me to make because of all the things I remember that I don't need to know.
Yeah, I mean, same here. For instance, what this song is about. Everyone says it's about Cobain. It is not. It would be a Bud Dryer.
Okay.
Do not look up that video. That is rough. I wished that I hadn't. He was a politician, got caught up in a scandal, and on national TV went to I don't know, explain himself, resign, something along those lines, and he resigned all right with a revolver on national television. That was rough. I'm not going to say where because people will look it up. That there is a video. I would not recommend looking it up because yeah, at least the one I found was not censored, and you don't, even if you think you do, you don't want to see that. The song, however, I still like. Still a good song. I'm gonna play the song so that we can move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Wish I would have met you. Now it's a little late. What you could have taught me could have saved some face. They think that your early ending was all wrong. For the most part, they were right, but look how they all got strong. That's why I say amen. secret shuttering.
Was that an oboe?
I would not be surprised. I mean, it's not brass, but I wouldn't be surprised.
It sounded like an oboe or similar woodwind instrument. So you mentioned it. Let's talk about the brass instruments.
Right. Well, it's unfortunate that Kate's asleep and the kid went to bed because they're both brass players.
Huh. um, I am not. That being said, it's hard for me to talk about the brass instruments because there's not really a whole lot in particular that I can pick out. Usually I'll pick out if something is out of place.
Right, and generally in any sort of brass ensemble, that's sort of the intent.
Yes. Um, I think they do a tremendous job. I've never listened to one of their songs and said, or have not as of yet, listened to one of their songs and said, I don't think that one works.
That instrument.
Because typically it does. That they do a great job. I
Um,
I almost don't want to know how long it takes them to transfer the instruments to brass.
I suppose that depends on who's doing it. Is one person or, a small handful of people doing the transcribing, or are they all transcribing their own parts? It feels too coordinated for everybody to be doing their own transcription. So, like, it has to be somebody is a composer
Yes.
in their
At,
circle.
at the same point in time, they've got to be able to listen to a song and say, okay, I want this part to be trumpet. I want this part to be tuba. I think an oboe would go
Oh, well,
great in this song.
most of that is pretty easy because brass are designed to fit different vocal ranges. right? So like obviously your bass is going to translate to tuba, sousaphone, baritone, um, whereas your leads are typically going to be trumpet, depending on the you know key, scale, feel of song, where that lead is being played. Um, you know, trombone lends into some pretty exciting lead work. Um, but in general, most of the time, most of the instruments are going to be playing the rhythm anyway,
Yeah.
right? With only like your high end typically picking up the melody, the lead, right? Um, unless it calls for a specific vocal to have some sort of presence.
Well, I mean, take Hey Man, Nice Shot. That can't be an easy song to transcribe. You know, it would probably be even harder. A song that's got violin in the background, something like No More Tears. In case you haven't realized, this is actually their newest one.
Really?
That they released this one in September.
Ah, okay.
Which I wonder why they decided to do that.
So let's say it probably takes about 2 months to transcribe a song and coordinate everything.
I don't think it was that long
That's
ago that we did our Ozzy episode. I want to say it was probably around the same time.
yeah. Yeah, because Brent Hines died in August, and it was like 3 weeks after Ozzy passed. 3, 4 weeks after Ozzy passed.
Yeah.
Ozzy went in July.
Has
Time
it
has just been flying, my guy. It's
no shit. Well, I mean, this is our 33rd episode. We have done 33 of these.
yeah.
The
Time has been cruising along.
Yes, it has. I mean, we're just under a month away from my birthday. Oddly enough. Guess which birthday? 33.
Yeah, 33.
So, we'll listen to No More Tears because didn't we end with No More Tears? I do believe that we did.
No. No, we ended with my mom coming home.
You are correct. I mean, No More Tears would have been a good one to end on, too.
Yeah, well, you got a point there, but we didn't.
I'm almost positive we at least played No More Tears.
Oh yeah, certainly. Absolutely.
You can't do an Ozzy Memorial Night and not play No More Tears. But let's see how Brass Against did with it.
in the mirror, tell me, do you think your life's in danger? No more tears, no more tears, 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 no more tears, no more tears, tears, tears.
Holy shit.
All right. For those of you wondering, the vocalist is Morgan James.
I looked it up too, yes. Her range is amazing.
Wow.
Those the whistle tones there towards the end was, I wish I could pull something like that off. Holy hell. Once again, another fantastic one song choice and two cover of that song.
Yeah. 11-10.
Yes. I am speechless. Those whistle tones kind of got me.
All right. I think you should play the next song. I'm gonna go return Kate's phone to her.
Copy that.
That's wow. There's nothing to talk about there. That one.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. So the next one would be Cochise, a little audio slave for you. So that one would have been Sophia again. That just that little bit of rasp, that little bit of grit that she throws into her voice is something I really enjoy. Another thing I enjoy, even when they do have guitar, it is very much in the background.
It's rhythm guitar, not a lead guitar.
Yes,
And
you have to really listen to even hear it most of the time.
I mean, that's just it's brass against.
Yes.
Unless your guitar strings are made of brass.
Most of them are nickel and oh shit. Acoustics would be like bronze wound.
Right. Well, they could be nylon, but that tends to be a classical guitar thing.
That's more of a classical guitar thing, and to be completely honest, I cannot stand nylon strings. They they don't sound right to me. They never have.
I feel you. I I have to agree with you on that one. I prefer steel strings. Just
Um,
it.
for one, they've always just sounded dead because the nylon does not ring at all.
Nope.
And it's not to say that people who play nylon strings aren't good guitarists. I've heard guitarists play nylon strings and make them sound amazing. They're a niche kind of string. If you're playing classical, you're going to use nylon. Other than that, steel strings. And playing on them is the worst. Yes, they're easier on your fingers, but you can't bend. They don't bend. They roll, and it's not. I don't like it.
That's what your tremolo bar is for.
For those who don't know, he is making a joke because you can't really play an electric with nylon strings. That's not how electric guitars work.
But you also can't put a whammy bar on an acoustic. Somebody's going to challenge me on this one. But you shouldn't put a whammy bar on an acoustic guitar because,
Oh
um,
God. Oh no. Oh God. Oh
yeah,
no.
just an awful idea.
You could do it. You'll probably only be able to use it like once, but you could do it.
Uh, a skilled luthier could build a guitar reinforced in the right places to withstand the stresses of putting a tremolo on an acoustic. But it's a bad idea.
A skilled luthier would tell you no.
Oh.
Let's be honest. Not that it couldn't be done. It could be done. But he's going to tell you no.
uh, and you would have to look at him, and you'd have to tell him that you're right.
A skilled chef could make you a vegan filet mignon, but he's going to tell you no. Some things don't work. And that's two examples of things that don't work.
3 if you count my failed segue.
He has a lot of failed segues, mainly because I don't always get the hint. Oh God. A skilled mechanic could put a Corvette engine in a Prius, but he's gonna tell you no. Some things don't work.
You know, I feel like I know more mechanics who would do it for spite. A skilled mechanic could put a Prius engine in a Corvette, but he's got to tell you no.
That may be the better comparison there. That being said, Priuses are actually like wicked fucking fast. It's also like all plastic, which is probably why.
Yeah. I was like, if there's nothing to weigh it down, that's basically an engine on wheels.
Yeah. And also, you get to a certain point and the gasoline motor shuts off, the electric motor kicks in, and the thing about electric motors is it's 0 to 100, just like that. There's no build-up. This is not Mechanic and Songs, however, or Scotch and Mechanic. Don't Scotch and Mechanic. Never Scotch and Mechanic. That's how you end up putting a Prius engine in a Corvette. Oh, look, the next song.
Same old trippy walls by now. So I made a big mistake. Try to see it once my way. Drifting by soul desertion.
That was another great vocalist choice.
Yep. I believe that's also Sam Hope. In fact, I can see it on the thumbnail here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually really like his work with them.
It,
Um,
it's more. I tend to pick out the ones that I have an issue with, unless I hear a lot of their songs. Sophia being the one there, because for some reason most of the ones that I've watched from them have been hers. Um,
yeah, no, that seems spot on. I think she's the one who's garnered the most attention.
yeah, it's a shame that I'm not able to do 46 and 2 because that is a great cover.
Agreed.
Um, the one that I am able to do, however, is the pot. We may have to skip around a couple of songs so that we can get to the pot because we got about 40 minutes
I mean,
left.
you live in Colorado. I'm pretty sure you don't have to skip around much.
Um, that's a terrible fucking joke. That is a terrible joke. And the closest dispensary is about an hour west.
Oh wow.
Wouldn't do me any good anyway. I don't toke up.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I live in a state where it's uh, well, medicinal, right? Not recreational like it is certain other places. But like there are, I see advertisements for dispensaries in Jersey all the time. I mean, it helps that I work in Jersey, right? So there's one like literally right before you cross the bridge. Um, I mean, like with less than a mile from the bridge, there's there's a big ass billboard for Bud Bandit. Um,
That is a great name.
some of the dispensaries have hilarious names, right? And others have names that are like, what the hell is that? Oh, it's a dispensary. Ah, now the name makes sense.
I'm sorry. I keep thinking of the South Park episode. They banned Kentucky Fried Chicken, but allowed dispensaries. Cartman just wanted Kentucky Fried Chicken.
But when else am I going to go to KFC except for when I've just left the dispensary?
I like KFC's mashed potatoes. I do. I understand they're not real potato, but that's beside the point. I would have to be high to really enjoy their chicken, to be honest.
See what I mean?
Oh God, I want to skip to the next song. I want to do sober instead.
Well, we can do that, but in the meantime, we've been, screaming at the universe, dispensary, chicken joint. Listen, there is actually, I'm not joking. There is an intersection not terribly far from me. Like we drive through it all the time. Like when I go to, like if we have to run to Walmart. The corner property is a deli. To either side of the deli. On one side is a liquor store, and on the other side is the medical dispensary. You literally have a dispensary, a deli, and a liquor store back to back. Like, can walk from one to the other to the next. And if that's not the prime example, I don't know what is. Just show me how to live.
I see what you're doing there. I knew where that was going, but all right. You pulled my arm. I guess I'll play more Audio Slave. Mom says there's a grow plant where she lives.
That's what they do. Plants grow.
Well,
Mom, I don't know if you were on earlier. There's a real dumb comment I made about the kids' math homework.
oh yeah. No, that was good.
Anyway, keep going. Play the song.
Well, with the early dawn moving right along, couldn't buy a night full of sleep, and in the aching night under satellites, I was not received. Filled with stolen parts, a telephone in my heart. Someone get me a priest to put my mind to bed. This ringing in my head, is this a cure or is this ecstasy? From my creator, you gave me life. Now show me how to live. From my creator, you gave me life. Show me how to live. And in the afterbirth, on a quiet earth, let the stains remind you. You thought you made a man, you better think again before my role defines you. Nail in my head, from my creator, you gave me life. Now show me how to live. Nail in my head, from my creator, you gave me life. Show me how to live. And in your waiting hands I will land and roll out
So
That was fun.
I at first thought that was again Sophia, but it was not. That was Miss Amanda Brown. For the record, Mom couldn't hear what you said. She said she's been on the whole way.
Right. So I had made a real dumb comment building into Show Me How to Live. And, even though Greg saw what was coming, he just couldn't stop me. But I had made a similarly dumb comment earlier talking about the kids' math homework.
How do you find the length of this side of a rectangle? A tape measure.
I mean,
The sad thing is, we were both kind of thinking the same thing.
I'm sorry, when the question is how do you determine the length of, well, basically anything. My first thought is a tape measure. It's
Or a ruler, but
or a ruler.
who does the next song, Cole?
Not us, because this is Scotch and Songs. The next song is a Tool song.
Probably one of my favorite Tool songs, actually. I would put this at probably either number 2 or 3 behind Vicarious. Vocalist for this next one is Cunyo, if I'm not mistaken. I've heard quite a few of his, and he tends to do a really good job.
Yeah, he's got an interesting vocal style, too.
I don't think I've actually heard this one. I'll remember.
Really?
I'll remember once I play the song. I mean, I more than likely have, but pardon me, I've been drinking. This is Scotch and Songs after all. I simply can't be sober.
Yeah, there's that.
There's a shadow just behind me, shrouding every step I take, making every promise empty, pointing every finger at me, waiting like the stalking butler, who upon the finger rests, murder now the path of mustard, just because the sun has come. Jesus, won't you fucking whistle? Something but the past is done. Jesus, won't you fucking whistle? Something but the past is done. Why can't we not be sober? I just want to start things over. Why can't we
complicate you. Trust in me if all is well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. I will work to elevate you. Just enough to bring you down. Mother Mary, won't you whisper something about the bastard done? Mother Mary, won't you whisper something about the bastard done? Why can't we not be sober? I just want to stop this over. Why can't we sleep forever? I just want to stop this over. I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Why can't we not be sober? I just want to stop this over. Why can't we sleep forever? I just want to stop this over.
Yeah, I have heard that one. Um. So, I'm gonna skip Rusty Cage and move right to Toxicity.
That's a good call.
Do what?
Because we are. I said that's a good call because we are potentially pushing our guidelines of time.
Yes, we are. Um,
And I say guidelines, not limits, because
we did do a 3-hour episode where we spent the last hour talking about Stephen King books.
there's that. Guidelines, not limits.
Hey, you know who does Toxicity?
I definitely know who does Toxicity.
I meant the vocalist.
I had the album by the same name. I had the album before that. I had the album after that. I had the album that came albums double that came after that. Yeah, this is System of a Down. They are a big influence on me.
Everybody knows System of a Down. I meant the vocalist.
So Serge Tankian,
Who is, oddly enough, not on the list right now, but should be.
okay.
There has not been a System of a Down or even his solo stuff where I've been like, I don't really care for this. Not to mention, there is a lot of history to go into there.
There's a lot of history to go into there. Um, as far as who the vocalist is for Brass Against doing Toxicity, I don't remember.
Yeah, we'll see if you catch on while it plays.
Conversion, software version 7.0. Looking at life through the eyes of a tiny hub. Eating seeds as a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city, of our city. Yeah, what do you own the world? How do you own disorder? Disorder. Now, somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder, disorder, disorder. For their fires, like neighbors. Flashlight reveries caught in the headlights of a truck. Eating seeds as a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city, of our city. Yeah, what do you own the world? How do you own disorder? Disorder. Now, somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder, disorder, disorder. What do you own the world? How do you own disorder? Now, somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder, disorder, disorder. When I became the sun, I shone like a little man's heart. When I became the sun, I shone like a little man's heart.
Okay. Yeah, I knew from as soon as she started. That was definitely Sophia, but that's interesting.
That was
I'm not
not
sure if I had heard
Sophia.
it. That wasn't Sophia.
No,
Really?
that was
Wow,
Cuneo.
I'm completely wrong. That was really that was Cuneo?
Yes.
Whoa. Holy cow.
Um.
You know I'm
Uh.
wrong.
I'm trying to. To be honest, I would say for the most part, their vocalists don't have Wikipedia pages or anything, so it's hard to figure out where they're from. I would not be surprised if there was another reason why he... I don't know where he's from. And I wasn't able to find it. It wouldn't surprise me to find out that he also happened to be Armenian.
If it is, he didn't get the Armenian name.
Fair.
His name is Michael Cuneo. And
That not a very Armenian name.
From what I've gathered, pretty much everybody Armenian last name ends in Gian.
I mean, fair. I will say that would seem like an odd choice for a vocalist. He knocked it out of the park. But Sophia,
So that I didn't realize it was him. Yeah.
Yeah. I said we were going to talk about this next one. I very much enjoy Alanis Morissette. I cannot.
Likewise.
I cannot say the same about this particular cover.
Okay.
I can't quite tell you why. I don't care for this one.
Okay.
That being said, this one is Sophia, so you don't get confused.
Like anyone would be, I am flattered by your fascination with me. Like any hot-blooded woman, I have simply wanted an object to crave. But you're not alone. You're uninvited and unfortunate slight. Must be strangely exciting to watch the stark
I hit pause. I don't know why it did that. Yeah, I just I don't know. I don't care much for that one.
um, okay. I might say I would prefer the original.
And that really could be it. Again, I very much do enjoy Alanis Morissette.
You know, it's okay to be partial to a particular performance. That's. I think you should back to back the next two, and probably that should be about where we pull the plug. As much as I hate cutting the last one off the list.
I was gonna say, you want to pick one of the next two, and then we'll make sure we get the last one on the list.
I feel like only doing one Rage song on Brass Against Night when that's what their name is referencing is sort of a disservice to the idea behind the band.
That's fair, but the Pot is also a great cover.
Okay.
You want to do the Pot first?
Let's do the Pot first and then finish up on Double Team of
Double dose of rage. Okay. Yeah, we'll do the Pot first. Parental content advisory. All three of the next ones have explicit tags. I can almost guarantee you killing in the name of is because they use a lot of language. Same for Bulls on Parade. The Pot, not so much.
It's Rage Against the Machine.
Fair.
Well, you'll also notice that there's a tag on Sober.
Yeah. I completely ignored that because I just didn't really see it. But we're running out of time, so we're going to jump into the Pot.
Who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out your head. I hold deep in muddy waters. You practically raise the dead. Rob the grave to slow the cradle, then burn the evidence down. Soapbox house of cards and glass, so don't go tossing your stones around. You must have been high. You must have been high. You must have been. Foot in mouth and head up asshole. What you talking about? Difficult to dance round this one till you pull it out. You must have been so high. You must have been so high. Steal, borrow, reverse, your shapes. Kangaroo done hung luxury with the innocent. Now you're whipping shades of coals and indigo. Got lemon juice up in your eye.
Before we move right on to the next one, I have to say that scream at the end sounded like it hurt.
Yeah.
She is not known for screams. She does them a couple of times.
Or holding back.
Or holding back. Yeah, no, that's fair. But no, that one sounded like it hurt.
On of note, on a different Tool song, Maynard hurt himself performing the studio recording, and so they've only played it live like once or twice, and it was like over a decade after Lateralis came out. That would be Ticks and Leeches.
Okay.
Which, if you're familiar with Ticks and Leeches, okay, I understand how Maynard, actually may have heard himself singing that one and wouldn't want to perform it live because it would fuck up the rest of the tour.
I've got
So,
I've got one that I perform, and it's because of the way that I perform it that tends to hurt a little bit. And that's Where Did You Sleep? Because I sing it like Cobain did. And the end of that one tends to hurt a little.
you just belting at yeah.
It's that last shiver where he very much comes right to the edge of a scream, and then has a held note at the very end. Doing those two back to back is painful. I can say, last time I performed that, which was a little over a week ago at a little talent show thing here in town, actually didn't hurt. But usually,
Practice does make things easier.
yeah, usually that one is painful at the end. All right, back to back Rage.
Right. So it's worth noting that Brass Against draws. Did you talk about this already? Brass Against draws their name from Rage Against the Machine. Like their initial concept was, doing a handful of Rage Against the Machine songs as mostly brass covers, right? And when the project needed some way to be referenced, Brass Against the Machine got shortened to Brass Against. And then they decided to branch out from there.
It is probably a good thing to note. Very politically charged. That was kind of the whole thing.
That's the intent.
I tend to ignore that part because I don't want to bring politics into it any more than necessary, but that was kind of their intent. I just like the music. We lost you on that one.
People about politics.
We lost you on that one.
I said they chose some slamming songs to cover, with or without the politics. They've got a great selection of.
Yes. It should be worth noting. Any Rage Against the Machine song tends to be rather political.
Yeah, so there's a fun bit from a couple years ago where people who are now very far right leaning are upset that one of their favorite bands from when they were younger, Rage Against the Machine, is now woke and all political and like, dude, what did you think they were raging against?
Yeah.
Like, did you listen to the lyrics at all?
No. They said fuck quite a bit in this song.
Both of them?
Fair.
forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Killing in the name of. Killing in the name of. And now you do what they told ya. 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 Those who died are justified for wearing the badge that the chosen race. You justify those that die by wearing the badge that the chosen race. Those who died are justified for wearing the badge that the chosen race. You justify those that die by wearing the badge that the chosen race. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that hold office. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Killing in the name of. Killing in the name of. And now you do what they told ya. 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 Now you're under control. And now you do what they told ya. Now you're under control. And now you do what they told ya. Now you're under control. And now you do what they told ya. Now you're under control. And now you do what they told ya. Now you're under control. And now you do what they told ya. Now you're under control. And now you do what they told ya. Now you're under control. And now you do what they told ya. Those who die are justified for wearing the badge that the chosen race. You justify those that died by wearing the badge of the chosen race. Those who died are justified for wearing the badge of the chosen race. You justify those that died for wearing the badge of the chosen race. Come on! Come with it now. Come with it now. Rules on parade. Rules on parade. Rules on parade. Rules on parade. Rules on parade.
Unfortunately, that's last of the music for the night. It is a shame that I couldn't get 46 and 2.
I mean, it's unfortunate that I have to work in the morning because, like, there's a ton more Brass Against that we could keep playing.
Oh yeah, no, they do a great job, even for the ones that I might not care for. I'm not going to deny it. They do a great job.
Fantastic work. Just
Next week, Just Scotch Part 2. Hopefully we'll have Mom and Dad both on it.
wow, it is that time already.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, time's been flying. Wow.
Hopefully we get Mom and Dad, because just the way Dad tells stories is hilarious. Dad is a great storyteller. Even when he's telling a story that's going to embarrass you, because he is making fun of you still. So, we will catch you guys next week. Anything else?
If there's any suggestions for anything that might need to go on the list, feel free to suggest them. It might take us a while, but we'll get around to it at some point. Stay tuned. We didn't plug ourselves at all. Scan the QR code wherever it went. Over here? Yes, over here.
Yeah. I already did that. You weren't here for that.
Oh, well.
You were busy being late, doing math homework.
Yeah, doing math homework. Listen, man. you factor that polynomial.
I'd rather drink scotch.
X cubed minus 3x squared plus 3x minus 1. You tell me what the answer is. Get a tape measure.
Yeah, I'll just get a tape measure and drink some scotch.